Yo, 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 yo. What's happening? We here. All right. We here. Right? We here, baby. All right, we here. Yo, Keaton, assemble. Yo, what's happening, y'all? What's happening, Justin? What's happening, TD? What's happening? All right. Hey, I said this. I've been here about gas, about this chapter all week. Like, a lot of people hit me, was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Try that now. T-Money, what's happening? Yo, Stan with a 20, yo. Tifa, what's happening? Yo, I heard it's one of those. So, bro, it's hard not scrolling on Twitter, but I had to, right? Got off of Twitter, got off of IG. I almost got spoiled by somebody I know. Somebody I know almost spoiled me. Shout out to my guy Stan for the gifted. Shout out to TD with a 20. Yo, appreciate you, TD. You get a gift to say thank you. Somebody I know almost spoiled me, bro. On some like, bro, I never talk spoilers with you. What you on? You know what I'm saying? You know, like it's a movie where they did that the last like stop. They about to break free. And I'm like, what the? But we clean, right? I tell y'all what they said after the fact. We clean. But I'm ready. Yeah, the plan is to try to watch Superman tonight. That's the plan. To try to watch Superman tonight. But I was trying to read this like 2 hours ago. Or an hour and a half ago. The only reason I read it because the others was tripping. The other jump, I'm like, bro, it's out, but the pages ain't loading. I'm like, all right. Every time y'all gotta, you know what I'm saying? Y'all drop the ball. I can't believe in y'all no more. Every time they got a little step on the, like, what y'all doing? Anyway. T-Money said, how is Eli so far? 1 to 10? Oh, man. So far? One to 10 so far. How is Elbath? I ain't think about it. $7.5 so far. 7.5, but I think 7.58, but I think it has potential to go even higher than that. Right? It has potential to go even higher than that. I'm not going to do 8.5 because we had a bunch of meh to average regular chapters, right? So, I don't know how this chapter is going to change my perspective of it or my perception of the chapter, but for right now, 7.58. You know what I'm saying? That's story. What's happening? 2 months? He said the ratings going to go up after this chapter. Shout out to Justin. He said it will, gang. Yo, shout out to Savage. Hope you doing good, fam. Hope you doing good, fam. Fire chapter today. That's what I've been hearing, bro. TRL says settle in, Brago. We got to go. Appreciate the TRL. All right. Superman predictions, things going to hit. Money, I'm not going to lie, bro. I don't even be caring if a Superman movie be hitting. I'm going to go watch it. I'm going to go watch it. Superman, Batman, Spider-Man. Even at this point, because of how much I like Iron Man, any of these movies, I'm watching it. I'm watching it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about those characters that kind of shaped my childhood, bro. So like a Superman movie, honestly, I saw like I stopped watching the clips they was dropping, and I was like, all right, you know, I'm gonna go check it out. I saw a lot of the clips of the dog and stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, but I'm gonna watch it. Now, a part of me is was reluctant because this new Superman, I thought it was more meat. There's definitely more meat there on the Henry bone. What I mean is, it was definitely like, I feel like there was more they could have gotten out of Henry Cavill. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was time for a reboot, personally. So, y'all know what I mean, bro. That's what I'm saying. You could have gotten more from the. Y'all know what I mean, dog. I'm just saying. I thought Henry Cavill was killing it. So the reboot, I was kind of reluctant, but still, I'm gonna go watch it. I have to, bro. I really like the Superman franchise. So, like I said, I don't really know much about the time period when this Superman is happening, how much he knows. All I know is like some of the casting. I saw like the Green Lantern clip where he just like waved his hand and that caused like a firestorm on Twitter because he was like, people were like, well, how was Green Lantern using power like that? And yo, one thing about comic book fans, bro. One thing about comic book fans, right? If they read comics, they know every variation. They know every little deviation. They be like, well, in Green Lantern Part 5, Episode 6, year 95, Green Lantern doesn't have to be connected to the ring. I'm like, nigga, they getting in their bag. Like, they gonna correct you. So either way, I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see it. But we here. I don't want to waste too much time today. I want to get to the chapter. I've been trying to I've been trying to avoid spoilers off Instagram, off Twitter. We're going to get to it. One Piece chapter 1154. Yeah, we on the main one, Matt. Yeah. The other one, they just dropped the ball. Yo, shout out to Tifa, said peak. Hope you enjoy. Appreciate you, Tifa. Young Tablecloth 28, appreciate you, my guy. Said I warned my spoiler friends early. That's what I'm saying. A lot of my guys would hit me like, yo, just stealth internet. Don't do just stealth internet. I'm like, bet. And then somebody that I don't talk to about spoilers randomly start to try to talk to me about spoilers. But yeah, be good. Be good. Shout out again to Stan. Shout out to Justin. Justin DeBoer says, hype. My boy TD. Keenan. Isaiah Walton. Jordan Family. Appreciate you, my guys. Appreciate you. Thank you. After the chapter, I'm going to tell y'all what he said. Where I'm like, bro, don't play on me, dog. Like, I will block you. Like, I would get out of my life. Nah. Somebody talking on the phone now, that's crazy. Was it just a minor spoiler? I say it's my. I'll tell y'all after. I'll see how it affects the experience, but I'll tell y'all after. But I don't know. Wait, what's going on? Okay. Why? Yo. What? I'm clicking on this joint. This joint is like, what's up all these pop-ups on the main joint? Like, what's going on today? Do we got a Kubari link? Because I don't know what's going on. TCB ain't working. All right, never mind. I got. Bro, even the Kubari link ain't working. What is going on? All right, hold on. All right, we good. All right, bet. What the it keeps crashing. Like, it literally keeps crashing. You good, Mud? All right, bro, it goes to the cover page and then it just dies. What? Oh, man. All right. And the Kubari link ain't working. Gotta let the site marinate for a little bit. Bro, next time I might just have to be like, yo, I don't know where the chapter's at. Go to you know what I'm saying? All right. Should I check the other spot? I'm gonna check the other guys. I'm gonna check the other guys and see if they working. Imager works? Seems to be good. I don't use ad blocks, so like maybe. All right, whoa. All right. I don't know if TCB is doing this on purpose because they're trying to run it up because of the type of chapter it is, but this is ridiculous. Yeah, post the imager. Post the imager. Post the imager. Drop the imager. Like desperate times call for desperate measures. Let's do it. Yeah. Hold on. Let me open a completely new window. That works. Okay. All right. I don't know what just happened. All right. I just installed a extension on Chrome and it's working. All right, we good. We good. All right, we good. We good. Let's go. All right. All right. Come on. All right. Let's get it. One Piece chapter 1154. I can't even die. All right. Cover story. Only child Yamato in the Holy Nine, grave of a hero born in the West Blue and brought up in Ringo. So shout out to Killian for the 5 gets. Appreciate you, Killian. Who you talking about? Yeah, this Ryuma's grave? I was going to say someone new. At the grave of a hero born in the West Blue and brought up in Ringo. At the grave of a hero is a hero of, they got to be a hero of Wano. Brought up in Ringo. Okay, see? Just like that. Just like that, the Yamato cover story is exciting. Just like that, it just got 10 times more exciting. Just in one chapter, 10 times more exciting. Because who is this? And this tells us that it's still going somewhere. Yamato is big as shit. Shout out to Cardenias joining famo. Appreciate you, Cardenias Aratako. Yo, football guy, how you feeling? Nah, it's heavy. It's heavy with Yamato. Or Yama, bro. Whatever you want to call her. We need a 10-hour discussion after this one. Ah, come on. Don't gas it. The chapter is not that good, is it? Let's get to it. Yamato got a squad. I mean, she got ulti, bro. All right. "63 years ago, Elbas passed. Lord Jorul, the oldest man in the present day, lost his partner." Like he was gay. Now, I'm not, nothing wrong with it. But a bot in Discord where it auto pings or shows when your stream goes live. I can get that done. The oldest man in the present day lost his partner. This might be the chapter of the decade. Don't, dog, stop gassing me, bro. The assemble. All right. Shout out to football guy. All right. Cascade Beard Jorul was struck down dead by the hands of a certain young girl. Her name was Charlotte Linlin, a mere human, yet she left part of the giant village in ruins. She would later go on to become an emperor, earning the epithet Big Mamuno. All right. Big Mom is not human. All right? Listen, I don't care what or who her parents are. That is not human. I don't know what kind of test they got to run. There was a chemical, there was something, some change happening. There, no way. For me, it got to be a mixture of something. There's no way. Right? There's no, she's a mere, it's crazy. Like, I'm not with the world government testing people, right? I'm not with that at all, right? I don't think that's right. But for Big Mom, I get it. All right. That same year, Elbaf faced a string of tragedies. It was calamity after calamity. Sudden fires, windstorms, and bitter cold waves devastated the crops. The abnormal weather also brought fishing to a halt. This once magnificent land had fallen into famine. Now do you see? This is all that child's doing. This land was cursed because you all failed to kill it immediately. No, surely it's just a coincidence. So they're saying after Loki got born, apparently things just started going wrong. And of course, it could just be a coinky dink, but because Loki was born, the time that he was and how he looked, everything fell on him. Now, I'm not going to lie. If I was an Elbaf, I'm blaming that little too. But it's unfair. But I'm doing it too. You talking about famine? Calamity after calamity? I'm not saying they right, but I'm not saying they wrong. You feel me? Like, for instance, let's look at the United States, right? I'm not gonna. I'm not. All right. Hey, I know. I'm joking. I'm joking. To whoever's listening, I'm joking. Dog, he looks okay. He looks like a demon. He's staring at me. Prince Loki. Take it away. Don't ever let that monster near me again. Damn. Like, here's the thing. Man. There's no correct way to talk about this because Loki's not an ugly baby. He just looks like a demon. He's a scary looking baby. And so moms is terrified because baby came out looking like this. Now, I'm going to be for real. If my baby came out looking like this, I might have a similar reaction. I'm not going to throw the baby off, right? I'm not going to take a 3 and chuck it off the cliff. However, I'm be like, all right, let's go back. Let's run some tests. Like, let's make sure this is actually even my baby. Prince Loki, you have to keep away from your mother's room. Here's the crazy part, though. He came back, right? Climbing the tree, right? Why'd you keep him? Chuck him back again, right? For them. If you do it one time, do it again. I'm not saying I condone that, but let's go. Gouge out those monstrous eyes. If left unchecked, his curse will grow till it brings about this nation's collapse. The eyes? That's how you fix this? The eyes? I'm hungry. Sorry, sweetie. That was the last bit of bread we had. You're going reaving? We could easily steal what we need from the humans. Ain't that how it's always been in Elbaf's history? Don't be ridiculous. A senseless raid on them would only bring shame to Elbaf. That's the law of the land now. Okay. Those bastards from Hunter's village are attacking. What are they? It seems they've hit other villages too. Quick, arm yourselves. Don't let them loot the village. Internal giant struggles weren't unheard of. So basically, because of the famine, because of all the calamities, the giants started just stealing from each other and taking from each other, like, you know, during desperate times. But these incidents only resulted in making the period more severe and bloody. The country was engulfed in chaos and misery. Damn, I know you got that bad up there. I heard a rumor about that princeling born in the castle. He's cursed, and the bitterness festered, his spirits broke. Shit. Oh my God. Like, I'm starting to feel similarities now, or maybe Oda's bringing it together where Loki is almost the prince that was promised. Very, almost eerily similar to Ace. Where for Ace, that was the contention, right? But it's different where Ace kind of hated his blood because of who his dad was. And he equated that to his curse. Where for Loki, it's just because of what he looks like. but just his existence is deemed a curse. I mean, that's tougher. I mean, even Nico Rodman, she's called a demon, right? Damn. Loki, Straw Hat? All right. Let me, the Giants are assholes, but I think humans the same way. You know, if you're bringing about issues and causing issues for an entire country, like, yo, let's cut out the infection. Hey, Haruden, your brother doomed this country with his curse, huh? As his elder brother. What? As his elder brother, you'll take a responsibility as a sacrifice. Bro, it's up. It's up. Are you kidding me? What are you talking about? Don't you know my son's a cutie who's going to be the world's longest living man? Wait, that's her dream? Okay. Can it, Ida? You're nothing but an outsider who seduced Harold. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. There are many worse ways in which this could be said. This is the PG version of what he didn't say that. That is not how he said it. They cleaned it up. That is not how he said that. Go to hell. I love this country. Don't you lay a finger on my mom. Whoa. Hold on. Wait. I'm gonna flatten you, King Harold. Daddy! King Harold, brothers, you must not fight amongst each other. The king? Word reached me about Loki's birth and the recent famine. Harold, I'm not gonna lie. Harold got a fire design. I was building a rapport with various nations when the news came. Our allies acted without hesitation. They loaded towns of food and supplies to be shipped here. Humans may be small in stature, but not will. Our allied nations came together to ensure that we got enough to truly fill and satiate our giant bellies. Oh man. That is okay. Shout out to the allied nations. Shout out to Harold. Big W's as a king. But for the allied nations, guys, they came together to get enough food for giants. Whomever these nations are, I mean, okay, this is crazy. That's amazing. Of course. Albath probably had to give something up. Or share something about themselves. But I think just those allied nations, who are these nations? I'm really interested in who these nations are that did this. Because, I mean, in the One Piece world, like, because of the taxing as well, food ain't just, you know what I'm saying? and enough food to feed your country while it's feeding the giants as well. I think that's an amazing thing by these nations. We will graciously accept their aid. Because not only like the sovereigns making that decision, but the people having to be okay with that. And how many people from these allied nations have been terrorized by giants before, or the perception of giants, or maybe that was a plus, right? Saying, well, if we get protection from the giants, that's worth giving up some of our food, because the giants, they terrorize everybody. So if they're on our side, W's. So it could help all those countries, but damn. Shout out to Harold. Shout out to Harold, man. Because just the stigma of him coming in, I'll talk about it. All right. If these good folk are ever in a pinch, it'll be our job to return the favor with all our might. Remember, this tiny world is ours to share. That's fire. That's fire. That's dope. That's dope. It's not as specific, but it reminds me of just the connection between Zoe and Wano, and just how those people, how the Minks, they were basically like, yo, anytime Wano needs us, we're there. We exist for Wano. And it's just a shared future. I think that's dope. And the bond could be passed down through clans. So I'm assuming like even certain clans that pass down devil fruits, they probably pass down that info as well. But man, Queen Estrid continued to publicly declare that the plagues suffered by Elbaf were brought on by the accursed prince right up until the eve of Harold's return. She denounced her son with bitter hatred until her final anguished breath. This hoe died of anger? Wait. Hey. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I thought in the previous chapter they said she left and went back home. Am I tripping? I thought she left and went back to where she came from. She stayed a hater her entire life. Right up until the eve of Harold's return. She got sick from hating. Damn. Oh, whoa. Wait, did they gouge his eyes out? Because obviously he ain't doing this at this age. No way. No. No. The eyes are too important. I would say that they cover his eyes, or somebody acted like they gouged his eyes out, and they cover his eyes for people to think that his eyes didn't exist anymore, but he definitely still has his eyes. I think his eyes are too important for him not to have his eyes anymore. Because then if his eyes weren't important, Oda would have never showed them. But let's see. He was born with a condition that affects his eyes. Well, he could see, but he can't even smile for me. I guess it makes sense. He did just lose his mother. At only a few months old, Loki had given up on love. Nigga, what? Wait, what? I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying. What? I mean, I guess just the hate. Just that hate he experienced at a few months old. He's like, love ain't real, bro. It's just straight hate. I don't got nobody in this world. It's just me. You sure have a lot of scrapes. No, those are what? What, people beating on it? What? Harold's diplomacy soon started to bear fruit, and Elbaf's winter finally came to a close. Branch Route 1. That's right, it'll help build inter-village trade and communication. Restoring the fractured nation and venturing across the seas continued to be prioritized while other things became an afterthought. Freak. I'll be wondering sometimes, sometimes you wonder about just decisions made in One Piece. Like when they make decisions, it's like, why would Estrid's older brother be appointed as his personal steward? She died blaming him for everything. And the older brother, you make his Am I tripping? She was publicly denouncing him up until her death. And this kid, you place her big brother as his personal steward. What are we doing? Why not Ida? Why not Ida? Ida, what the fuck? Why not her? So you can at least have a... All right, that's sending me. This is the realm of the dead. Isn't it dangerous here? The coastline keeps this area separated so the beast won't come near. You're cute when you're worried. And wouldn't it make sense to put him with the woman that you love and his brother? Harold? Shout to get. Yo, Kai said Unc's first word in the story being freak is crazy. That is his uncle, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If your mom died hating you, bro, if your mom chucked you off the cliff as a baby, no part of that family is going to, it's done. It's all right, cool, bet. She gotta have something crazy for Harold to be crying and still giving her brother like a position. Don't you have training with Elbow from West Village? You should head back. This is Ida's Tavern, you hear? Fishermen, castaways, even pirates. I'm ready for any and all customers. With any luck, I'll be of help to Harold. Wait, isn't this like where Shanks was? Where Colin was? Is Ida still? 56 years ago, Jarul's house. You were at the scene of the Reverie incident, Harold? Yeah, my friend was one of the invited kings. He smuggled me in as one of his guards. I couldn't ask the questions I wanted to without blowing my cover. Okay, I'm going to assume that your friend is also a giant. I gotta assume his friend is also a giant. Because how the unless this friend gotta have Okay. The friend gotta have insane pull, But it's not just about the fact that he's a giant. Harold is unusually large. So it's not just smuggling Harold in. It's also, yo, who is this, bro? Who is this? Where'd you get him? If that murder hadn't happened, I might have been exposed. If you were caught, all this would be the least of your worries. Haven't you heard the tale of the Galera Warhammer Company? Great Hammer Battalion might be a spin on Galila. They're that gruff troop of giant shipwrights that arm themselves with warhammers, right? I thought they were just a myth. The Great Hammer might be a spin on Galila. Giant shipwrights. No, they existed. They really did travel far and wide, sending letters back to Elbaf. I received a final letter myself. It said they'd all been captured. Can you believe it? Over 100 warriors were taken prisoner, including Whoa. Who was spinning like that 56 years ago? I think the world government was responsible. There's no doubt that they once faced a great enemy. However, they sank deep into the ocean at a certain point in history. To be blunt, there's probably a deeper reason why your ideals haven't worked out, and it has nothing to do with you. Lingering animosity, huh? Ooh, Punk Hazard. Oh. Caught these niggas and experimented on them. They caught all these niggas and threw them on Punk Hazard. It was like, nah, we need that. Why this shit getting spooky though? What the f? They said, nah, we need that. But then Golly, these are just rumors, but I also heard a story about a frozen army of giants somewhere. It seems our people are regarded as enemies of the larger world. Clearly, but I've already resolved to face any hurdle. Prince Loki, I know you cursed and killed my little sister. Prince Loki! Now let's see what kind of garbage we'll be serving up today. Wow, the horse of fortune died. The steward's body was in the realm of the dead. Wait. Yo, I'm liking Loki more and more. The steward's body was in the realm of the dead. You love to see it. He's like, I have no idea how that happened. Packed his ass up. Oh, man. 48 years before the present day. The villages drew closer in terms of trade and identity, and the nation stood together. My dream is to join hands with many other nations around the planet, for the giant race to be welcome all over this grand world. King Harold's so cool. He changed so much. He's going to be a king who will go down in history. Well. Okay, one thing I got to say is that the people talked about Harold being Elbaf's greatest king. No question. I mean, based on what they've shown us so far, some random, we're not perfect. Some, questionable decisions. However, as far as the mindset of Elbaf, integrating Elbaf for the rest of the world, Harold, amazing king. Amazing king. Well, he was sneaking into Mary Jo just to... Amazing king. Well, you look thrilled, Hyrden. Is it cause you're illegitimate? Prince Loki's the true heir, right? You're just an illegitimate throwaway. Look at Loki. This is disaster. King Harald's already left on his voyage. They're coming. Close the doors and get the children inside. Beat them all up, guys. Ooh. This is Elbaf, the world's strongest country. We don't need weaklings here. Oh, Loki's taking his revenge. Loki's taking his revenge. Loki said, nah. Loki said, nah, I'm on y'all. Right? Okay. Loki, driven by scorn, unleashed chaos onto Elbaf. He laughed at the feeble as they ran. Hey, Loki, Dad went through hell to rebuild his village. Huh? You think you get to call my father Dad? I don't get why everyone respects him. He's dumb for trying to play nice with those human insects. That's crap. We should all try to see each other. Bro, the fact that Loki is younger than Hyrden and he's already big bro. We should all try to see each other from each other's perspectives. This is almost like Tobirama and Hashirama, but Tobirama is stronger. And so, being cocky is my right. I'm the prince. Don't you dare talk back to me, runt. Tobirama was the coolest Hokage. I would say just off of cool factor, I'm going to say that's the fourth Hokage, in my opinion. The fourth Hokage is the coolest Hokage. The coolest Hokage. I think Tobirama might be the best, but as far as the implementations and things that's used today, but I think the coolest... Yellow Flash. I don't know. All right. Hyrden, stay back, Gerd. He'll think you're his friend. Loki will hit you next. We are his friends, you dummy. Hyrden, are you okay? He needs first aid. Oh, Gerd, a real one. And I believe Gerd is a doctor, right? I believe she's a doctor of the New Giant Pirates at this point. Yeah, Tobirama's just a little racist. Ooh, I was about to say something. He's a little racist. The thing is, though, he wasn't all the way wrong. Well, let's continue. You're so pathetic, I could puke, Hyrden. You're just a group of weaklings huddling together. It's because of your mom's filthy blood. All right. I mean, if I'm Loki, I get it. All right. You're a mama's boy. My mom didn't love me. So any love you get from your mom, I'ma think is BS. I'ma hate it. I'ma hate you. You got a mom, I hate you. I hate all the moms in the world. Who's the biggest mom? Matter of fact, I get it. I mean, bro, I would feel the same way. Young master, that's going too far. He's still the son of the king. He's also nigga, don't call him a prince. That's what it says. Loki spread pain and destruction, but nothing he did filled the hole in his heart. I can't even. Oh. I get it. 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 All that pain, that he's had from all these years of hate, neglect, curse. He's trying to dish it out, but it's not filling that hole. He's like, I can't even die. Like, what do you do? Like, what do you do? You get no love, the hate not working, the pain not working. I can't die. What do I do? I don't know, bro. This shit is this is sad. It's so many layers where you understand the hate for Loki, but then when you look at what he had to go through, off. All right. They said it stayed to the right of the page. What's the deal with this island? Where's the welcome committee? Oh, we found one, Loki. It's a giant whelp. No, we found one. Look, it's a giant whelp. This is definitely Elbath. Oh! This brat's got one hell of a devil face. I know. He's a giant, but isn't he a bit too big? Hey, kid, why are you crying? Oh, wait. Harold spotted this particular man 8 years ago during the reverie. All right, kid, you better say yes to both these questions. I ain't the type that takes no for an answer. Oh! No! Wait. What? Single-handedly killed the Navy HQ admiral and vanished without a trace. This earned him a massive bounty in the government's ire. Okay. I have so many questions. First off, he looks just like Blackbeard. I read the bottom. Future captain of the Rocks Pirates, father of Emperor Blackbeard. I saw that. Right? Oh, yeah, okay, so read everything. All right, hold on. All right. Ain't that the type that Harold spotted? So he was at the reverie 8 years ago. He killed the Navy admiral. This earned him a feat. First off, this is Elbath, land of the giants, yeah? I'm not gonna lie. It's like Blackbeard with like, God, like. So why was he at the Reverie though? So he's at the Reverie and he killed an admiral and dipped out. Dog, am I tripping? Dog, tell me, am I tripping? I'm shaking. Oh! Okay. Okay, wait. Timeline. I'm trying to. Damn! Bro, I have so. Dog, y'all have no idea right now, right? This is. Okay. And the crazy part is like, it's something we speculated, right? But it's like, no way. No way. But then it's like, Whitebeard was raising his captain's kid. Then that kid took out his captain's rival's kid. All the top tiers Nepo babies? Like, does everybody? And then Shiki. Is this nigga? Is he from Wano? And then Whitebeard. Wait, how? Well, how does Whitebeard get the strongest man in the world title when Xebec was going around killing admirals? But wait. Propaganda. Because they erased Xebec from existence. How? All right. Did Whitebeard not know that Blackbeard looked like Xebec? Did he not see it? Does the world government not know what Xebec looks like if he was at the Reverie? Do you not see any of these parallels when you're making Blackbeard a Yonko or Warlord? Did Whitebeard not know? Did Whitebeard not know? Because if Whitebeard knew... How do you not know? Was this just... Is this just a cycle, right? Where this cycle just continues. Where no matter what Whitebeard did, Ace and Blackbeard were going to be on opposite ends regardless. You know what I mean? Did Whitebeard turn a blind eye and let fate just play out the way he expected it or thought it had to? How do you not know? Is Whitebeard just ignorant? He had Blackbeard and Ace on the same squad. The sins of the father should not be put on the son. But I'm going to watch that little nigga, though. But I'm going to watch him. But then, after Blackbeard leaves the ship, he kills Thatch. Ace, I got to talk to you. I got a story to tell you. A story that's older than you, bigger than me. Now I'm interested about the hair color. That's Big Mom's dad. That's not it. That's not her dad. Wow. I feel like, okay, now. Okay. That's definitely his dad now, right? That gotta be his pops now, right? Am I we not crazy for thinking Rayleigh is, right? We not tripping for that now. Right? It has to be, right? And I'm not saying this Nepo piece. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I don't even gotta say. At this point, it's not crazy. It's all intertwined. It's all intertwined. They said, why Mihawk? I don't get it. One thing that they said about Mihawk was that he was famous, right? He was famous even in the era of Roger. And that Shanks got famous off of fighting him. So Mihawk had been around, right? And at this point, I'm attach all these niggas to Nepo, to big names. Everybody. I don't know what to say. This is actually insane. So, okay. So Teachy. So Blackbeard took on the last name of his mom as well. Oh, brother. New York is 43, Rayleigh 78. I mean, obviously the theory that's been going around, that's not been going around. It's theory that we talked about 10 years ago. What about Mihawk and Shocky? Mihawk being Rayleigh and Shocky's kid. Lobi says, you got to remember, they erased Xebec from history. Only the Marine old heads know about him, and they aren't even supposed to talk about him. Only certain people in the world government probably know about Teach. Well, my thing is that, yes, but one of the people that talked about him was Sengoku and Garp. And I want to see Rox's bounty. Okay. The only way this can, but even then, right? Even then, let's say Xebec has red hair, right? Like this red. First of all, the design is impeccable. All right, I'm looking at it. The design is impeccable, bro. Like, okay. Oh. It wasn't even on Twitter. Somebody hit my phone. Right? Somebody hit my phone, and you know what they said? They said, bro, rocks. That's what they said, bro, rocks. I said, nigga, you say one more thing. Say anything else. I promise you. Don't talk to me again. That's what he said. Bro, rocks. But here's the thing. I didn't know this dude read spoilers. It wasn't Twitter. They hit my phone. It wasn't Twitter. But let's see. Google E says if Rocks fought an admiral in the Reverie, then it means the admiral couldn't go all out in the Holy Land, aka Admiral Agenda standing strong. You know what? I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that. Like I didn't even go my mind didn't even go there yet. Because at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, I think that we're having a discussion tonight. We discussing this tonight. We're not waiting to we doing this tonight. I think Rocks being stronger than an admiral, I mean that just makes sense. The issue and why this is okay and why I have no issue with this is we needed a bit more in regard to Rocks and his standing strength-wise. There was perception, it was the idea of a Rocks, that crew and what it meant. We needed something solid to hold on to for Rocks. And in general, I think for the most part, you need something that the people already know, right? There's already an idea. Because here's the thing. There isn't a group that's more established strength-wise where there's a general idea of where they stand in the world than the admirals. And Oda realizes that as well. And it's no surprise that every time somebody strong comes out or gets introduced into the story, people that even hate the admiral say, well, stronger than an admiral. That's the first thing you go to, right? So because of the established power and the general idea of what we expect from an admiral, that was the perfect character, the perfect thing to throw out there as far as Rocks gaining credibility for people that didn't believe in him before. Secondly, if you say Rocks killed another Yonko, right? if he said Rocks killed another Yonko, he'd be like, well, was it a Yonko like Buggy? Right? Was this the there are other ways to get out of it. And so for me, him killing the Navy HQ Admiral makes sense because of what the story is and what it does for Rox's character and his strength. I'm cool. I mean, are we ready to elevate him to top 1 all time off of this? Maybe. Can we include Rock? Because I was thinking about this like literally like last week. I was thinking about the One Piece draft, and I was thinking about characters that we shouldn't include. And I was like, all right, the 2 characters off the top of my head was like Rocks and Emu. And then probably like the Gorosei. Right? Rocks, Emu, Joy Boy. Now I'm like, because I still think what his strength is, well, we know what his floor for the most part is, right? We know what his floor is. What is his ceiling? And we could do it where it's like a draft and then we look at it a year from now or 2 years from now and be like, all right, or a year from now and be like, all right, it aged well where Rocks has established himself as the strongest or one of the strongest of all time, top 5 at worst. So I actually like the fact that Oda said he killed an admiral. I actually really like that because it gives him credibility. Now he has such a strong base that there's almost nobody that can denounce Rocks Xebec. Also, the fact that he's Blackbeard's dad, you start to just build upon this character. And I think Oda's done it flawlessly with Rocks. Because not only do you kill an admiral at the Reverie, right? Well, hold on. I don't want to attach those 2 things because those are 2 different statements. Said Harold spotted this particular man 8 years ago during the Reverie. I don't know if he killed the admiral at the Reverie. Right? I don't want to jump there yet. Because those could be 2 completely different things, right? Where it's like he single-handedly killed a Navy admiral. It doesn't say he killed a Navy admiral during the Reverie. So, you know, I saw what you was trying to do. I get that. And you know what I'm saying? But these could be 2 separate statements, and he could have killed an admiral at a different time. They did say a murder happened, though, right? So probably the same thing. It could be the same thing. He could, because when you think about the Reverie, right? You think about the admirals being a Mary Joie, but then again, like niggas getting away in Mary Joie isn't that crazy. We saw what happened before. But it was how do you let Rocks Xebec in at the Reverie? He had to have been a king. But like Blackbeard is trying the same thing. Blackbeard is trying the same thing. It's if he killed an admiral, he's already Yonko level. I mean, the admirals used to establish his credibility. So the admiral Xebec killed was Akainu's father. Listen, if we're going to start just making this Nepo piece where just everybody's just a dad or a cousin or a brother, we already have Hibari and like, you know, all these different people that are already like intertwined. And Oda does that a lot where like people are just, he includes family a lot, right? Where it's just like you have Alpha, Spandine, what's his name? Sudo's granddaughter. Like, so he does it a lot where it's just, okay. It's not crazy for a lot of Marines to have family within the Marines, right? Because typically I know people who their dads were in the military, and their dads sometimes encourage their kids to go to the military, and they want to go to the military because their dad was in the military, their mom was in the military, and then it's like a cycle that continues where it's just like a family of people that are in the military. We saw Garp. Garp was trying to make Luffy a Marine because he's a Marine. He believes in that justice, and so it's not crazy that Akainu's dad was the one that got killed, right? But now I'm like, is every big name in the world, are they tied to great lineage? Is that the takeaway here? Right? Is it flawed to think that you can't come from nothing? Kaido, Whitebeard, Big Mom. We don't know who Kaido's dad is, and a lot of people speculated it's Harold. Big Mom, definitely mom stepped out for sure. Whitebeard, we don't know who Whitebeard's dad is. Right? But if here's the thing. Here's why Loki can't join Blackbeard. He can't join Blackbeard, bro. He can't. If he joins Blackbeard and he's with San Juan Wolf and Loki, the accursed prince, the legendary prince, the prince that was promised, is Rock's the most powerful pirate of all time? I think right now he has if anybody has the edge for that title, it's Rock's Xebec. If anybody has the edge for that title right now, is Rock's Xebec. Not only because of his feats or the feat that we now know, but also the crew that was seemingly under him. And also the fact that Roger, I think it's propaganda. I don't think they teamed up to fight him. But the fact that it was said this was Roger's greatest enemy. So there's a lot of statements out there. There were a lot of statements out there before about Rock's Xebec. None of it was really substantiated. I think this is the first step towards that. And I think if anybody has a leg up, it got to be Rock's Xebec. That's how I'm looking at it right now. For me, it was always 1A, 1B, Roger and Whitebeard, right? But when you think about it, let's say like let's say all three were equally as powerful, right? Based on what Xebec wanted, none of them were as ambitious as this guy. This guy. And he had basically all of his subordinates became Yonko. Right? Like, do we doubt that if Shiki assembled a crew, he wouldn't be a Yonko? We don't doubt that. Right? We don't doubt that at all. So damn near like everybody that was under. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Yeah. This whole argument of success isn't that impressive because you're tied to greats is crazy. I mean, take MJ's kids. Luffy obtained everything through his own efforts and hard work. I agree with you, Lobi, but then I disagree with some things, right? Because I don't think Luffy obtained his devil fruit with effort and hard work. It's just, some things have to fall into place for you. I don't think lineage automatically means that you are great. I don't think lineage equates to being towards the upper echelon of the One Piece world. However, lineage mixed with effort is probably the best formula, right? again, we don't know about Whitebeard's dad. Kaido's dad is not confirmed. Big Mom seemingly has regular parents. But I don't think everybody having great parents denounces somebody like Luffy, because Luffy did have to work hard. And something I've been thinking about. I forgot what I was watching or reading. I was reading something. And it was talking about, I'm sure y'all can remind me. It was talking about somebody being a genius. But they were labeled, homie from Sakamoto days. I'm not going to say who, but it's somebody that was labeled a genius, right? And they were like, well, he's not a genius because everything he does is perfect. He's a genius because he doesn't stop. Like, he does it over and over and over and over and over again. And it made me think of Luffy, right? Where I think Luffy's genius isn't that he figures things out right away. I think Luffy's genius is that he doesn't stop. Is that he keeps going. No matter what, he keeps going and going and going and going and going. And so for him, eventually he figures it out. And so then he gets labeled a genius because eventually he figures it out, but he just don't stop. So I think that's part of his, that's his strength, right? That's his strength. So it's not just Luffy would Luffy be who he is if he wasn't Dragon's son and Garp's grandson? Hard to say, right? How do you detach that, right? How do you detach the influence of genes? And then also him being a D, However, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I understand why the world government don't like the D clan. Golly, I get it now. I get it. Right? I'm not necessarily on the side of the world government, but I'm just saying these niggas is problems, bro. They're demons, dog. You got a D in your name, I'm taking you out. You don't stop. It's always a D. Can you imagine? Who killed the admiral at Navy HQ? Rocks D Xebec. Who broke into Impel Down? Monkey D Luffy. Who did this? Marshall D Teach. Right? Gold D Roger. They're like, holy shit. Then it got to the point of like, if you can't beat them, join them. All right, Garp. Garp, man. Garp is such an interesting figure in all of this. Can you imagine all this going down? And Garp, Monkey D Garp in the middle of it. Guys, man. Guys. This is an amazing chapter. Woo! And I think the rocks part is like the latter half of the chapter. This chapter was fantastic, even with all the stuff that happened early, too. Right? But, like somebody just said, right? The conversation, Chris just said the conversation between Garp and Blackbeard. Now it looks completely different. It feels completely different. That's crazy. No break next chapter. No shot to Pandy Cake, 32 months. Silver King said, notice how rocks cut mountains with no blade. What if he has a chop fruit awaken? He can cut in the environment. Rocks top one like Sukuna. Oh, shh. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that what was happening. I didn't realize that. Wait, was that him? Or either, okay, this would be insane, but it reminds me of Doflamingo. Could it be like he has the Ito Ito? It could have been Shiki. Or could it be the Opie Opie no Mi? It's the Opie Opie Ito. Because, oh my God. If he had the Opie Opie no Mi? Or if he had the Chop Chop? Oh my God, that'd be buggy upscale. I want him to have the Chop Chop. I want him to have the Chop Chop. Oh my God. If he has a Chop Chop, oh my God, bro. Oh my God. If he has a Chop Chop? Because then if you see a top tier using the Chop Chop fruit, OP would be, I think, okay, OP would be born from the standpoint that how much, I was about to say how much further could Rocks take it, but like if Rocks could use Puncture Will, and it's like literally a blade in the middle of the One Piece world. We'd be like, damn, Law, like you good with it, but this guy is different. Like I'm talking about, like he got the room the size of the island, right? The size, like as soon as he walks on the island, he can everybody can get packed up. Here's the thing, Sebastian. I can't even look at that anymore. Say if it was OP, Big Mom and Kaido would have brought it up. Bro, looking at Rocks, right? Looking at Rocks, there's no way that they see this dude Blackbeard is like, you look like somebody. Never. Nobody. This is crazy. This is like fan art. This is just like fan art. It feels like fan art. Like somebody just like put Blackbeard's face on like another person's body. Yeah, Blackbeard was there, but way before Ace. Blackbeard was on the ship for a while. But Blackbeard's somebody that couldn't sleep. Shanks was wary of him. He then scarred Shanks. It was like, so my thing is, how did Xebec pass down this knowledge to his son? Does Blackbeard even know he's Rox's kid? Is he just calling his ship the Saber of Xebec because of just a feeling, intuition? Is he being drawn to Xebec because of his own reasons? Right? Who was the branch? Right? Who was the branch between Xebec and Blackbeard? Right? Who told him what was going on? No, a journal is cool, right? A journal is fine, but there's like in these situations, there's always a groomer. There's always somebody that leads the child to their destiny. Somebody that, okay, maybe not a groomer, a benefactor, right? Let's say a benefactor. There's somebody who kind of puts him on this path. There's a speech bubble with Buggy's laugh when the human ships are bringing the food. The Everything Channel, join family. Yo, appreciate you at the Everything Channel. Shiki in the background rubbing his hands right now. I mean, Oda keeps showing Shiki, right? Oda keeps showing Shiki, or did he use his son as a way to continue living on? it says father of Emperor Blackbeard. That was so, okay. Oda, that wasn't even needed. But it does so much for the reveal. Because if we saw this, right, and Oda didn't say father of Emperor Blackbeard, we're like, wait, is it an uncle? Wait, is Xebec Blackbeard? Right? Because think about how many theories would have got off in our head. We're like, wait, is he, Xebec is Blackbeard? We'd be like, he is Blackbeard. He looks just like he is Blackbeard. So Oda's saying father of Emperor Blackbeard. All right. Let's pull it back a little bit. Let's pull it back. What makes sense based on the characters? What would make sense is Shiki joining Blackbeard, considering for him it's about chaos. He was willing to join Whitebeard. He wanted Roger to join. He wanted to team up with Roger. But we're bringing Shiki into the story right now. Now here's the thing. Let me ask y'all. If Loki and Yamato joins the Straw Hats and Shiki joins the Blackbeard Pirates, how are we feeling about these matchups? Because the thing is, we can say Loki's joining Blackbeard, but I don't know, like, Loki liked rocks, but Blackbeard and Rocks could have completely different personalities. The matchups make it clear the lower half of the crew, lower half of the Straw Hats absolutely don't matter fighting-wise. Luffy would have the upper hand on paper. Would he? With Kuzan there? Rocks' third was Shiki. Well, here's the thing. The Rocks Pirates, right? Right now, they're not a crew. I don't think they're a crew right now. Because this is the future captain of the Rocks Pirates. They could just be traveling together right now. So it's just like an understanding of what's going on here. Why are they together? What are they doing? Because what we know for a fact is that the Rocks Pirates, they would come together for different scores. They were like Ocean's 11. So what's the purpose here right now? Is this why Kuzan's with Blackbeard? Maybe Kuzan does know about Rocks and Blackbeard's lineage. Kuzan's dad being Brook is crazy. Guys, recruiting Harold. Well, I'm sure that if anything, Rock said, okay. It was a couple things. Because we got to think back as well to Shanks said he saw Harold, right? And he couldn't talk to him there about what was going on. So Shanks was there when this happened. Shanks was, right? That means Shanks was there when the Admiral got killed? Or was it another reverie? Wait, I'm tripping. The timeline is off. So Harold went back. Yo, shout out to, okay, wait. Okay, so Harold at that point went to the reverie, almost got caught up. Something happened when he went there, and he went back. But this time when he went back, it had to be under different circumstances. Would love if the Admiral was Akainu's mentor. Okay. If the Admiral was Akainu's mentor, I'm not mad at it. It's just too simple. Right? It's just too simple. And this is 50. How old is Akainu? Akainu's 56? Wait, this is 48 years before the present day. This is 48 years ago. Right? This is 48 years ago. Yeah, this is... Yeah, so this is 48 years ago. So he killed... It's a couple things. So the murder was 56 years ago. Rocks pulling up on Elbaf was 48 years ago. Damn, so after all that. So 56 years ago he killed the Admiral. Then 48 years ago, that's when he pulled up on Elbaf. He's still walking around free. Shiki was fourth, Kaido, Big Mom, and you get were the top three. No. Shiki would be above Kaido. Kaido was a kid. Shiki at that point would definitely be above Kaido. Honestly, I might put Shiki above Big Mom. I would say Shiki was the third. Whitebeard was obviously the right hand. And I'd say Shiki was the third. Kaido definitely was just like a young bull on the crew. Yeah, Big Mom came in and kind of slotted in. People glaze rocks for killing that, but treat that kind who could have killed Aokiji like he ain't competing. Hey, Brazzy, man. I think I've just accepted what the Admirals are in for a lot of people today. You know what I'm saying? I can try to make people see the light, but it just is what it is. All right. I want to have the discussion today. So we're gonna end this. We want to have a discussion around 9, 10, something like that. We're having it tonight. We're having it tonight. For sure. Said no scars, by the way. I know this got to be a Mihawk stand because that's what Mihawk fans be saying all the time. No scars, by the way. Yeah. Nah. Tonight, y'all. Tonight around 9, 10. We on it. We on it. He said, "I am." Are you watching Superman tonight? I can't watch Superman tonight. I can't. We're gonna have to wait till tomorrow. Yeah, Elbaf is 8.5. 8. Definitely an 8 so far. 8.5 for me right now. 8.5 for me right now. I think Oda has set it up really, really well. And I think even on the reread, with everything that we know now, even with Loki and his build up and Shamrock and Shanks, and it's gonna hit even better. So yeah, I'll watch Superman tomorrow. Tonight we on We on that goat piece, man. We on that goat piece. Harold, irrelevant, but I'm glad my name's being used in One Piece. Aloha from Hawaii. Yo, shout out to Harold Asugar. Like, he said, my name is in there. You know what I'm saying? My name's in there. Blackbeard is obviously going to have massive COC. I mean, he has to, right? He has to. But yeah, so we're shooting for 9 or 10 for the discussion tonight. I appreciate everybody pulling up. Y'all did not lie. Y'all were not wrong. It's crazy. Okay. The chapter was really great, even without the rock stuff. The rock stuff set it over the edge in regard to lore, reveal, impact, future theories. Yeah, Caster. So 10. 10 o'clock. We with the guys. All right, y'all. We'll see you guys a little later. All right. Peace out.